What if I told you that sitting right in your kitchen pantry are 7 tiny warriors that cancer absolutely despises? Seeds so powerful that major pharmaceutical companies would rather you never discover their secrets? Every 36 seconds, someone in America receives a devastating cancer diagnosis. But here is what they do not want you to know. Your grandmother's generation had access to nature's most potent cancer-fighting arsenal, and somehow, we have forgotten about it. These are not exotic superfoods that cost $50 a pound. These are common seeds that you can find at any grocery store for under $5. Yet each one contains compounds so effective at stopping cancer cells in their tracks that researchers are scrambling to turn them into expensive drugs. If you are serious about protecting yourself and your loved ones naturally, hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. I am about to share information that could literally save your life, and I do not want you to miss a single seed. This is Senior Healthline, where we uncover the health secrets they do not want you to know. I am going to be completely honest with you. Cancer rates among seniors have skyrocketed by 67% in just the last 2 decades. But while everyone is focusing on expensive treatments, there is something remarkable happening in laboratories around the world. Scientists are discovering that certain seeds, yes, ordinary seeds, contain compounds more powerful than many chemotherapy drugs without the devastating side effects. Today, you are going to learn about 7 specific seeds that have been scientifically proven to stop cancer cells from multiplying, trigger cancer cell death naturally, strengthen your immune system's cancer-fighting abilities, and protect your DNA from the damage that leads to cancer. And the best part, you probably already have some of these in your kitchen right now. Before we dive in, I want to know, are you watching from the comfort of your home, determined to take control of your health naturally? Drop a yes in the comments and let me know where you are watching from. Your engagement helps this life-saving information reach more people who need it. Let me share something that will absolutely blow your mind. The World Health Organization has classified processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as asbestos and tobacco. Yet millions of people eat it daily without a second thought. Meanwhile, these 7 seeds, which have been shown to actively fight cancer, are sitting ignored in grocery stores across America. The pharmaceutical industry spends over $100 billion annually on cancer treatments, yet they invest virtually nothing in researching foods that prevent cancer. Why? Because you cannot patent a pumpkin seed. You cannot charge $3,000 a month for flax seeds. There is no profit in keeping people healthy with natural foods. But today we are going to change that. We are going to arm you with knowledge that has the power to transform your health, protect your family, and potentially save your life. And it all starts with understanding why these 7 seeds are so feared by cancer cells. Before we dive into each specific seed, you need to understand exactly how these tiny powerhouses work against cancer at the cellular level. This is not just folklore or wishful thinking. This is hard science backed by thousands of peer-reviewed studies. Cancer cells have several vulnerabilities that healthy cells do not have. First, they require massive amounts of glucose to fuel their rapid growth. Second, they cannot survive in an alkaline environment. Third, they are extremely sensitive to oxidative stress. And fourth, they cannot replicate when their DNA repair mechanisms are functioning properly. These 7 seeds exploit every single one of these weaknesses. They contain compounds called phytochemicals, which literally means plant chemicals, that specifically target cancer cells while leaving healthy cells completely unharmed. Let me explain this in terms you can understand. Imagine your body as a garden, and cancer cells are weeds. Traditional chemotherapy is like pouring poison on the entire garden, killing both the weeds and the flowers. But these seeds are like precision gardening tools that specifically target and eliminate only the weeds, while nourishing the healthy plants. The most powerful compounds in these seeds include lignans, which balance hormones and prevent hormone-driven cancers, omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and strengthen cell membranes, antioxidants like vitamin E and selenium, which neutralize free radicals before they can damage DNA, and fiber, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids, which have been shown to prevent colon cancer. But here is where it gets really interesting. These compounds work synergistically, meaning they are more powerful together than they are individually. This is why eating a variety of seeds is so much more effective than taking isolated supplements. Recent research from the National Cancer Institute shows that people who consume the highest amounts of these plant compounds have up to a 70% lower risk of developing cancer compared to those who consume the least. That is more effective than most cancer screening tests at preventing cancer deaths. The timing of when you eat these seeds also matters. Your body's natural detoxification processes are most active between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Eating these seeds with your evening meal provides your liver and immune system with the raw materials they need to repair cellular damage while you sleep. Seed number 1. Flax seeds, the hormone regulator. Let us start with a seed that is causing quite a stir in cancer research circles, flax seeds. These small brown seeds are about to become your new best friend in the fight against cancer. Here is something that might shock you. Just 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds contains more cancer-fighting lignans than any other food on earth. We're talking about 85 times more lignans than the next best source. But what exactly are lignans? And why should you care? Lignans are compounds that act like your body's personal hormone police. They patrol your system, especially if you are a woman over 50, keeping estrogen levels in perfect balance. Too much estrogen? Lignans bring it down. Too little? They help optimize what you have. This is crucial because unbalanced hormones are like gasoline on a fire when it comes to hormone-related cancers, breast, prostate, and ovarian cancers. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Clinical Oncology followed 6,000 women for over 15 years and found something remarkable. Those who ate just 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds daily had a 53% lower risk of developing breast cancer. The researchers were so surprised by the results, they repeated the study twice with even larger groups. But the benefits do not stop with breast cancer. The same lignans that protect against breast cancer also show incredible promise against prostate cancer. A study from Duke University found that men who consume flax seeds daily for 30 days before prostate surgery showed significantly slower growing tumors compared to the control group. Here is the kicker, though. It only works if you grind them first. Whole flax seeds pass right through your digestive system like tiny bullets. Your body cannot crack that tough outer shell. Think of whole flax seeds like a locked treasure chest. The treasure is inside, but you need the key to access it. Grinding is that key. But flax seeds have another superpower that most people do not know about. They contain alpha-linolenic acid, a special type of omega-3 fatty acid that your body converts into EPA and DHA, the same beneficial fats found in fish oil. But unlike fish oil, flax seeds do not contain mercury, PCBs, or other toxins that accumulate in fish. This omega-3 content is crucial for cancer prevention because it dramatically reduces inflammation throughout your body. Chronic inflammation is like kindling for cancer. It creates an environment where damaged cells can multiply and grow into tumors. The omega-3s in flax seeds essentially put out that inflammatory fire. A massive review study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition analyzed data from over 100,000 people and found that those with the highest omega-3 levels had a 42% lower risk of developing any type of cancer. But here's something really fascinating. Flax seeds also contain compounds called cyclolinopeptides, which have been shown to have anti-tumor properties. These compounds literally tell cancer cells to stop growing and die, a process scientists call apoptosis or programmed cell death. Now you might be wondering, how much should I eat and how do I prepare them? Start with 1 teaspoon daily and work up to 1 tablespoon. This gradual increase prevents digestive upset as your system adjusts to the increased fiber. Grind them fresh each morning using a coffee grinder dedicated to seeds and nuts. Fresh ground flax has a pleasant, nutty flavor. Once ground, use them immediately or store in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. The healthy oils go rancid quickly when exposed to light and air. Add them to your oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or even sprinkle on salads. You can also mix ground flax into meatballs, muffin batter, or use as an egg substitute in baking. 1 tablespoon of ground flax mixed with 3 tablespoons of water can replace one egg in most recipes. Pro tip: buy organic brown flax seeds rather than golden ones. The brown variety contains higher levels of lignans and antioxidants. Store whole seeds in a cool, dark place, and they will keep for up to 2 years. Seed number 2, chia seeds, the cellular protector. Our next cancer-fighting superstar is a seed that ancient Aztec warriors called the running food because just a handful could sustain a warrior for an entire day. Today, we know why chia seeds pack such incredible power. These tiny black and white seeds are absolutely loaded with alpha-linolenic acid, the same omega-3 fatty acid found in flax seeds. But chia seeds have some unique advantages. Unlike flax seeds, you do not need to grind chia seeds to access their nutrients. Their shells are thin enough that your digestive system can break them down naturally. But here is what makes chia seeds extraordinary for cancer prevention. They contain the highest concentration of antioxidants of any seed. These antioxidants act like a protective shield around every cell in your body. Cancer cells hate healthy cell membranes. They look for weak, damaged cells to invade. But when your cells are fortified with the antioxidants from chia seeds, they become like fortresses that cancer simply cannot penetrate. A recent study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked 50,000 people for 12 years. Those who consumed the highest amounts of alpha-linolenic acid had a 40% lower risk of developing colorectal cancer. But the researchers noticed something interesting. People who got their omega-3s from chia seeds had even better results than those who got them from other sources. Why? Because chia seeds contain a unique combination of antioxidants called flavonoids that work synergistically with the omega-3s. These flavonoids literally hunt down and destroy the free radicals that cause DNA damage, the first step in cancer development. But chia seeds do not stop there. They are also incredibly rich in fiber, containing 11 grams per ounce. This fiber is not just good for digestion, it feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, and 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. When these good bacteria digest the fiber from chia seeds, they produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids, particularly butyrate. Butyrate has been shown in multiple studies to prevent colon cancer by literally starving cancer cells of the glucose they need to survive. A groundbreaking study from the University of Michigan found that people with the highest levels of butyrate-producing bacteria had an 80% lower risk of developing colon cancer. Chia seeds are one of the best ways to feed these protective bacteria. Here is something amazing about chia seeds. Just 2 tablespoons give you more omega-3s than a serving of salmon, more fiber than a cup of broccoli, more calcium than a glass of milk, and more magnesium than a handful of spinach. All in just 90 calories. But there is more. Chia seeds contain tryptophan, an amino acid that your body converts into serotonin. Serotonin is not just the happy neurotransmitter, it also plays a crucial role in immune function and has been shown to help the body identify and eliminate cancer cells. Chia seeds also contain quercetin, a powerful flavonoid that has been shown to trigger apoptosis in cancer cells. Quercetin essentially tells cancer cells to commit suicide while leaving healthy cells completely unharmed. Now, how do you incorporate chia seeds into your daily routine? The beauty of chia seeds is their versatility. When mixed with liquid, they develop a gel-like consistency that makes them perfect for puddings, smoothies, and even as an egg substitute in baking. Here is my favorite cancer-fighting chia pudding recipe. Mix 3 tablespoons of chia seeds with 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a tablespoon of raw honey. Let it sit for 20 minutes, stir to break up any clumps, then refrigerate overnight. You will wake up to a creamy, pudding-like breakfast that is fighting cancer while you sleep. You can also add chia seeds directly to smoothies, sprinkle them on salads, or mix them into yogurt. Start with 1 tablespoon daily and work up to 2 tablespoons. Unlike flax seeds, chia seeds do not need to be ground, making them incredibly convenient. Store chia seeds in a cool, dry place, and they will keep for up to 4 years. Their natural antioxidants prevent them from going rancid like other seeds and nuts. Seed number 3, pumpkin seeds, the immune booster. Every October, millions of pumpkin seeds get thrown in the trash. If people only knew what they were discarding, they would be horrified. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, contain one of nature's most concentrated sources of zinc, a mineral so crucial for cancer prevention that having low zinc levels increases your cancer risk by up to 300%. Here is why zinc is your body's secret weapon against cancer. First, zinc is like the foreman of your immune system's construction crew. It directs your T cells, your body's cancer-killing soldiers, to seek and destroy abnormal cells before they can multiply. Second, zinc protects your DNA like a personal bodyguard. It helps repair damaged genetic material and prevents the mutations that turn healthy cells cancerous. Without adequate zinc, your DNA repair mechanisms simply cannot function properly. Third, zinc is essential for the production of natural killer cells, specialized immune cells that patrol your body 24/7, hunting down and destroying cancer cells before they can form tumors. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds contains 2.2 milligrams of zinc. That is 20% of your daily needs in just a handful of seeds. But pumpkin seeds are not just about zinc. They contain a powerhouse combination of nutrients that work together to fight cancer. A landmark study from Harvard followed 50,000 men for 20 years and found something remarkable. Those with the highest zinc intake had a 36% lower risk of developing advanced prostate cancer. But when researchers looked specifically at men who got their zinc from pumpkin seeds, the protection was even greater. Why? Because pumpkin seeds also contain compounds called phytosterols that have been shown to slow the growth of existing cancer cells, particularly in prostate and breast tissues. These phytosterols work by mimicking cholesterol and interfering with cancer cell metabolism. But there is more to the story. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, containing 168 milligrams per ounce. Magnesium is crucial for over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, including those involved in DNA repair and cell division. When cells divide properly, they cannot become cancerous. A study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology followed over 60,000 people for 13 years and found that those with the highest magnesium intake had a 40% lower risk of developing colorectal cancer. Pumpkin seeds also contain vitamin E, specifically gamma tocopherol, which is the most potent form for cancer prevention. While most supplements contain only alpha tocopherol, pumpkin seeds provide the full spectrum of vitamin E compounds that work synergistically to protect your cells. But here is something really fascinating. Pumpkin seeds contain L-arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production in your body. Nitric oxide helps your immune system identify and destroy cancer cells more effectively. It also improves blood flow, ensuring that cancer-fighting nutrients reach every cell in your body. A study from the University of Rochester found that people with higher nitric oxide levels had significantly more active natural killer cells, the immune cells responsible for detecting and destroying cancer cells. Pumpkin seeds also contain cucurbitacins, unique compounds that have been shown to have anti-tumor properties. These compounds are found in the cucurbit family of plants, which includes pumpkins, squash, and cucumbers. Research shows that cucurbitacins can inhibit the growth of cancer cells and prevent them from spreading to other parts of the body. Now, you might be wondering, are all pumpkin seeds created equal? The answer is definitely not. The fresh seeds from pumpkins you carve at Halloween are actually the most nutritious. But if you cannot get fresh ones, look for raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds from the health food store. Avoid the heavily salted, oil-roasted versions sold as snacks. These are often made with inflammatory oils that can actually increase cancer risk. Instead, buy raw seeds and prepare them yourself. Here is how to prepare fresh pumpkin seeds. After carving your pumpkin, remove all the pulp from the seeds and rinse them clean. Soak them in salt water for 8 to 10 hours. This removes any remaining pulp and makes them easier to digest. Drain and pat dry, then toss with a small amount of olive oil and sea salt. Roast at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes, stirring once halfway through. They should be golden and crispy. If you are buying store-bought seeds, you can lightly toast them at home to improve their flavor and digestibility. Just be careful not to over-toast them, as high heat can destroy the delicate vitamin E and omega-3 fats. You can eat pumpkin seeds as a snack, add them to salads, incorporate them into trail mix, or grind them into a powder to add to smoothies. Start with 1 ounce per day, which is about a quarter cup of seeds. Store raw pumpkin seeds in the refrigerator where they will keep for up to 1 month. Toasted seeds can be stored at room temperature for up to 1 week in an airtight container. Seed number 4, sunflower seeds, the vitamin E powerhouse. If vitamin E were a superhero, sunflower seeds would be its secret headquarters. Just 1 ounce contains 76% of your daily vitamin E needs. But this is not just any vitamin E. Sunflower seeds contain all 8 forms of vitamin E, creating what scientists call a full-spectrum antioxidant army that protects your cells from every angle. Most people think of vitamin E as just one vitamin, but it is actually a family of 8 related compounds. 4 are called tocopherols, and 4 are called tocotrienols. Each one has a slightly different function in protecting your cells from cancer. Here is how this works in your body. Imagine your cells are houses and free radicals are burglars trying to break in and steal your DNA. Vitamin E acts like an elite security system, patrolling the perimeter and neutralizing threats before they can cause damage. A groundbreaking study from the European Prospective Investigation into Cancer followed 500,000 people across 10 countries for 15 years. The results were stunning. Those with the highest vitamin E levels had a 48% lower risk of developing lung cancer, even after accounting for smoking and other risk factors. But sunflower seeds have another secret weapon: selenium. This trace mineral works synergistically with vitamin E to create what researchers call the ultimate cellular defense system. Just 1 ounce of sunflower seeds provides 14% of your daily selenium needs. Here is something incredible. Countries with selenium-rich soil have dramatically lower cancer rates. Finland started adding selenium to their fertilizers in 1984, and their cancer rates dropped by 37% over the next decade. This real-world evidence shows just how powerful selenium can be for cancer prevention. Selenium works by activating enzymes called glutathione peroxidases, which neutralize hydrogen peroxide and other toxic compounds before they can damage your DNA. It also helps your immune system distinguish between healthy cells and abnormal cells that need to be eliminated. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association followed over 1,000 people for 4.5 years. Those who took selenium supplements had a 63% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. But here is the key. The selenium from food sources like sunflower seeds was even more effective than supplements. Why? Because sunflower seeds contain selenium in its natural form, bound to amino acids, which is much more bioavailable than the synthetic selenium found in most supplements. Sunflower seeds also contain phytosterols, the same compounds found in pumpkin seeds that help prevent cancer cell growth. They are particularly rich in beta-sitosterol, which has been shown to enhance immune function and reduce the risk of hormone-related cancers. But there is more. Sunflower seeds contain folate, a B vitamin that is crucial for proper DNA synthesis and repair. Folate deficiency has been linked to increased cancer risk, particularly colorectal and breast cancers. Just 1 ounce of sunflower seeds provides 21% of your daily folate needs. Sunflower seeds also contain copper, which is essential for the production of superoxide dismutase, one of your body's most important antioxidant enzymes. This enzyme specifically protects against the type of oxidative damage that leads to cancer. A fascinating study from the National Cancer Institute found that people with the highest copper levels had a 32% lower risk of developing any type of cancer. But the key is getting copper from natural food sources, not supplements, which can be toxic in high doses. Now, here is something most people do not know about sunflower seeds. The way you eat them matters enormously. The shells actually contain additional fiber and antioxidants, so eating them with the shell on, when possible, provides extra benefits. If you cannot handle the shells, buy hulled seeds, but be aware that they are more vulnerable to rancidity. Store hulled sunflower seeds in the refrigerator and use them within a few months. Choose raw, unsalted sunflower seeds whenever possible. The roasted salted versions sold as snacks are often made with inflammatory oils and excessive sodium, which can actually increase cancer risk. You can lightly toast raw sunflower seeds at home if you prefer the flavor. Just spread them on a baking sheet and toast at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes, stirring once. They should be lightly golden and fragrant. Sunflower seeds are incredibly versatile. You can eat them as a snack, add them to salads, incorporate them into homemade granola, or grind them into sunflower seed butter. Start with 1 ounce per day, which is about a quarter cup. If you are making sunflower seed butter at home, add a pinch of sea salt and a drizzle of honey for flavor. Homemade nut and seed butters are much healthier than store-bought versions, which often contain added sugars and preservatives. Seed number 5, sesame seeds, the calcium defender. This might surprise you, but sesame seeds contain more calcium per serving than milk, and calcium does not just feed your bones. New research shows it is also a powerful cancer preventer. But the real magic in sesame seeds comes from 2 unique compounds, sesamin and sesamolin. These lignans have been shown in multiple studies to literally stop cancer cells from reproducing. They work by interfering with the enzymes that cancer cells need to divide and multiply. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that sesamin could reduce the growth of colon cancer cells by up to 60%. But here is what is really remarkable. It only targeted the cancer cells, leaving healthy cells completely unharmed. Traditional wisdom meets modern science here. In Asian cultures, sesame seeds have been called the seeds of immortality for over 3,000 years. Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners have long prescribed them for longevity and disease prevention. Now we know why. Sesame seeds contain an incredible 975 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. That is higher than the calcium content found in the same amount of cow's milk. But unlike the calcium in dairy products, the calcium in sesame seeds comes with magnesium, which is essential for proper calcium absorption and utilization. This calcium-magnesium combination is crucial for cancer prevention because these minerals help regulate cell division, the process that goes haywire in cancer. When cells have adequate calcium and magnesium, they divide normally and die when they are supposed to. Without these minerals, cells can become immortalized, which is a hallmark of cancer. A massive study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 500,000 people for 11 years and found that those with the highest calcium intake from food sources had a 22% lower risk of developing colorectal cancer. But sesame seeds offer much more than just calcium. They are loaded with fiber that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Remember, 70% of your immune system lives in your gut, so feeding these good bacteria is essential for cancer prevention. When beneficial bacteria digest the fiber from sesame seeds, they produce short-chain fatty acids, particularly butyrate, which has been shown to prevent colon cancer by starving cancer cells of the glucose they need to survive. Sesame seeds also contain lignans similar to those found in flax seeds, but with some unique properties. The lignans in sesame seeds are particularly effective at balancing hormone levels and preventing hormone-driven cancers like breast and prostate cancer. A study from the University of Toronto found that postmenopausal women who consumed sesame seeds daily for 12 weeks had significantly improved hormone profiles and reduced markers of inflammation, both of which are associated with lower cancer risk. But here is something really fascinating. Sesame seeds contain a compound called sesamol, which has been shown to have powerful anti-mutagenic properties. This means it can actually prevent the DNA damage that leads to cancer in the first place. Research from Japan shows that people who eat sesame seeds regularly have higher levels of natural killer cells, specialized immune cells that patrol your body, hunting down and destroying cancer cells before they can form tumors. Sesame seeds also contain tryptophan, the same amino acid found in turkey that makes you sleepy. But tryptophan does much more than promote sleep. Your body converts it into serotonin, which plays a crucial role in immune function and has been shown to help the body identify and eliminate cancer cells. Now, when it comes to choosing sesame seeds, you have 2 main options, hulled or unhulled. Hulled sesame seeds are the white ones you typically see sprinkled on hamburger buns. Unhulled sesame seeds are brown or black and still have their outer shell. While unhulled seeds contain more fiber and some additional nutrients, they also contain compounds called oxalates that can interfere with calcium absorption. For cancer prevention purposes, hulled sesame seeds are actually the better choice. The most convenient way to consume sesame seeds is in the form of tahini, which is pure sesame seed butter. Look for tahini made from hulled sesame seeds with no added ingredients. You can spread it on whole grain toast, add it to smoothies, or use it as a base for salad dressings. You can also buy whole sesame seeds and toast them lightly at home. This improves their flavor and makes them easier to digest. Just heat a dry skillet over medium heat, add the sesame seeds, and stir constantly for 3 to 5 minutes until they are golden and fragrant. Sprinkle toasted sesame seeds on salads, stir fries, yogurt, or oatmeal. You can also grind them in a food processor to make your own tahini, or use ground sesame seeds as a coating for fish or chicken. Start with 1 to 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds per day. This provides a significant amount of cancer-fighting compounds without overwhelming your digestive system. Store sesame seeds in an airtight container in the refrigerator, where they will keep for up to 6 months. Tahini should also be stored in the refrigerator after opening and will keep for several months. Seed number 6, hemp seeds, the complete protein. Before you worry, hemp seeds contain 0 THC. What they do contain is one of the most perfect protein profiles in the plant kingdom, plus a special fatty acid that cancer researchers are calling the inflammation killer. That fatty acid is gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA. Your body normally produces GLA naturally, but after age 50, production drops dramatically. This creates chronic inflammation throughout your body, which is like fertilizer for cancer cells. Hemp seeds are one of the few foods that can restore your GLA levels naturally. A study from the University of California found that people who consumed hemp seeds daily for 12 weeks showed a 78% reduction in inflammatory markers. But here's the real breakthrough. Hemp seeds contain all 20 amino acids, including the 9 essential ones your body cannot make. This complete protein profile gives your immune system all the building blocks it needs to manufacture cancer-fighting antibodies and maintain the natural killer cells that hunt down cancer cells. Recent research shows that people with higher protein intake from plant sources have significantly lower cancer rates than those who get their protein primarily from meat. This is because plant proteins come packaged with fiber, antioxidants, and phytochemicals that animal proteins lack. Hemp seeds give you 10 grams of complete protein in just 3 tablespoons. That is more protein than you would get from a large egg, but with none of the cholesterol or inflammatory compounds found in animal products. But the protein in hemp seeds is special for another reason. It contains high levels of arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production in your body. Nitric oxide helps your immune system identify and destroy cancer cells more effectively. A study from Johns Hopkins found that people with higher arginine levels had significantly more active immune systems and lower rates of infection and cancer. Hemp seeds also contain the perfect ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. Most Western diets contain far too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3, creating chronic inflammation. The ideal ratio is about 3 to 1, omega-6 to omega-3, and hemp seeds naturally provide this perfect balance. This balanced fatty acid profile is crucial for maintaining healthy cell membranes. Cancer cells have abnormal cell membranes that allow them to grow and spread uncontrollably. The healthy fats in hemp seeds help maintain normal cell membrane function, making it much harder for cells to become cancerous. Hemp seeds are also rich in phosphorus, magnesium, and iron. Phosphorus is essential for proper DNA function and repair. Magnesium helps regulate cell division, and iron is necessary for the production of healthy red blood cells that carry oxygen to your tissues. Adequate oxygen levels are crucial for cancer prevention because cancer cells thrive in low oxygen environments. By supporting healthy red blood cell production, hemp seeds help ensure that all your tissues receive adequate oxygen. But here is something really interesting about hemp seeds. They contain compounds called cannabinoids, but not the psychoactive kind found in marijuana. These cannabinoids work with your body's endocannabinoid system to regulate immune function, inflammation, and cell death. Research shows that a properly functioning endocannabinoid system is essential for preventing cancer. When this system is out of balance, cells can become resistant to apoptosis or programmed cell death, which allows damaged cells to survive and potentially become cancerous. Hemp seeds taste amazing, with a nutty, slightly sweet flavor, like a cross between sunflower seeds and pine nuts. They are incredibly versatile and can be added to almost any food. You can sprinkle them on salads, Blend them into smoothies, mix them into yogurt or oatmeal, or eat them straight as a snack. They do not require any preparation and can be eaten raw. Start with 2 tablespoons per day and work up to 3 tablespoons. This provides a substantial amount of protein and healthy fats without overwhelming your digestive system. Store hemp seeds in the refrigerator, where they will keep for up to 1 year. The healthy oils can go rancid at room temperature, so refrigeration is important. Look for organic hemp seeds from reputable suppliers. Because hemp plants are excellent at cleaning soil, they can absorb toxins if grown in contaminated areas. Organic certification ensures that the seeds are free from pesticides and heavy metals. You can also buy hemp seed oil, which provides concentrated amounts of the beneficial fatty acids. However, the whole seeds are preferable because they provide protein, fiber, and other nutrients that the oil lacks. Seed number 7. Watermelon seeds, the hidden treasure. Every summer, Americans throw away literally tons of one of nature's most potent cancer-fighting seeds. Watermelon seeds contain a compound called lycopene that makes tomatoes look like amateurs when it comes to cancer prevention. Just 100 grams of watermelon seeds contain up to 75 milligrams of lycopene. That is 3 times more than you would get from the same amount of tomatoes. And lycopene is what researchers call a cellular time machine because it actually reverses DNA damage. A massive study from Harvard involving 47,000 men found that those with the highest lycopene intake had a 35% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. The researchers were so impressed they called lycopene nature's chemotherapy. But watermelon seeds have another trick up their sleeve. They are loaded with arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production in your body. Nitric oxide helps your immune system identify and destroy cancer cells more effectively. But unlike other sources of arginine, watermelon seeds provide it in a highly bioavailable form that your body can easily absorb and utilize. In many cultures, roasted watermelon seeds are considered a delicacy and a medicine. Traditional healers have used them for centuries to cleanse the blood. Now we know they were actually talking about reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. Watermelon seeds also contain magnesium, iron, zinc, and healthy fats. The magnesium helps regulate blood pressure and supports proper muscle and nerve function. The iron is essential for healthy red blood cell production. The zinc supports immune function and DNA repair. But the healthy fats in watermelon seeds are particularly interesting. They contain both omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids in a beneficial ratio that supports healthy inflammation response. Watermelon seeds are also rich in protein, providing about 8 grams per ounce. This protein contains all the essential amino acids your body needs, making it a complete protein source. Here is how to prepare watermelon seeds. Do not throw away those seeds when you eat watermelon. Collect them, rinse them clean, and pat them dry. You can eat them fresh or dry them and roast them for a crunchy snack. To roast watermelon seeds, spread them on a baking sheet and roast at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes, stirring once halfway through. Add a pinch of sea salt for flavor. They will taste like roasted sunflower seeds, but with a cancer-fighting punch that is off the charts. You can also grind dried watermelon seeds into a powder and add to smoothies, or soak them overnight and blend with water to make a nutrient-rich plant milk. This milk is particularly beneficial for people who are lactose intolerant or want to avoid dairy products. Watermelon seeds also contain citrulline, an amino acid that your body converts to arginine. Citrulline has been shown to improve blood flow and support cardiovascular health, which is important because good circulation ensures that cancer-fighting nutrients reach every cell in your body. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Science found that people who consumed watermelon seeds regularly had better cardiovascular markers and lower levels of inflammatory compounds compared to those who did not eat them. If you cannot get fresh watermelon seeds, you can buy dried watermelon seeds from health food stores or online. Look for organic, unsalted varieties. Avoid products with added oils or preservatives. Store dried watermelon seeds in an airtight container in a cool, dry place, where they will keep for up to 1 year. Fresh seeds should be used within a few days or dried for longer storage. Start with about 1 tablespoon of watermelon seeds per day. You can eat them as a snack, add them to trail mix, or incorporate them into homemade energy bars. Now that you know about all 7 cancer-fighting seeds, let me share the secrets that will help you get maximum benefit from every single one. The way you prepare and combine these seeds can literally double or triple their cancer-fighting power. First, let us talk about preparation. Many of these seeds have tough outer shells that can prevent your digestive system from accessing their nutrients. This is where proper preparation becomes crucial. For flax seeds, always grind them fresh. A dedicated coffee grinder works perfectly. Grind only what you will use in the next few days and store ground flax in the refrigerator. The healthy oils are fragile and go rancid quickly when exposed to light and air. For chia seeds, you have 2 options. You can eat them whole, but soaking them for 15 to 20 minutes in liquid creates a gel that is easier to digest and allows better nutrient absorption. You can also grind them, but it is not necessary. For harder seeds like pumpkin and sunflower seeds, light toasting at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes improves digestibility and reduces compounds called phytates that can block mineral absorption. Do not over-toast them, as high heat destroys delicate vitamins. For sesame seeds, light toasting also improves flavor and digestibility. Toast them in a dry skillet over medium heat for 3 to 5 minutes, stirring constantly until they are golden and fragrant. Hemp seeds and watermelon seeds can be eaten raw or lightly toasted. Raw preserves all their nutrients, while light toasting improves flavor. Now here's where it gets really interesting. These seeds work synergistically, meaning they are more powerful together than individually. The key is understanding which combinations work best. Combine flax and chia seeds for the ultimate omega-3 boost. The lignans in flax work with the antioxidants in chia to create powerful cellular protection. Pair pumpkin seeds with sunflower seeds for complete mineral coverage. The zinc in pumpkin seeds works with the selenium in sunflower seeds to create optimal immune function. Mix sesame seeds with hemp seeds for the perfect calcium-magnesium protein combination. This supports bone health while providing complete amino acids. Add watermelon seeds to any combination for an extra lycopene boost and improved circulation. Timing also matters. Your body's natural detoxification processes are most active between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Eating these seeds with your evening meal provides your liver and immune system with the raw materials they need to repair cellular damage while you sleep. But do not eat all your seeds at once. Spread them throughout the day for optimal absorption. Have some with breakfast, some as a snack, and some with dinner. Combine your seeds with foods rich in vitamin C to dramatically improve iron absorption. A squeeze of lemon juice, some orange slices, or a handful of berries can increase iron absorption by up to 300%. Eat your seeds with healthy fats to improve absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin E. A drizzle of olive oil, some avocado slices, or a handful of nuts works perfectly. Avoid eating seeds with high-calcium foods like dairy products, as calcium can interfere with iron absorption. Space these foods at least 2 hours apart. Stay hydrated when increasing your seed intake. These foods are high in fiber, and fiber needs water to work properly. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water per day. Start slowly if you are not used to eating high-fiber foods. Begin with half the recommended amounts for the first week, then gradually increase. This prevents digestive upset as your system adjusts. If you experience bloating or gas, try grinding your seeds before eating them. The tough outer shells can be difficult to digest, especially for people with sensitive digestive systems. You can also soak harder seeds like pumpkin and sunflower seeds for a few hours before eating them. This softens the shells and makes them easier to digest. Here is a simple daily protocol that incorporates all 7 seeds. Mix 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds with your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Have a handful of pumpkin and sunflower seeds as a mid-morning snack. Sprinkle sesame seeds on your lunch salad. Add hemp seeds to your afternoon smoothie. Enjoy watermelon seeds as an evening snack. This gives you about 1/4 cup of mixed seeds per day, providing more cancer-fighting compounds than most people get in an entire week, all for less than $2 per day. The Daily Cancer Prevention Protocol. Based on all the research I have shared with you today, here is your comprehensive daily cancer prevention protocol using these 7 powerful seeds. This is not just a random collection of foods. This is a scientifically designed system that targets cancer at every stage of development. Morning. Start your day with the hormone balancers. Add 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flax seeds to your oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothie. The lignans will help balance your hormones throughout the day, providing protection against hormone-driven cancers. Mid-morning snack, reach for the immune boosters. Have 1 ounce of mixed pumpkin and sunflower seeds. The zinc from pumpkin seeds will activate your immune system, while the vitamin E from sunflower seeds protects your cells from oxidative damage. Lunch, sprinkle the mineral providers. Add 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds to your salad or main dish. We are also working on a comprehensive guide to natural cancer prevention that covers not just foods, but lifestyle factors, environmental toxins to avoid, and simple tests you can do at home to monitor your cancer risk. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it. Until next time, this is Senior Healthline, where we believe the best medicine grows from the ground, not in a laboratory. Stay healthy, stay strong, and remember, you have more power over your health than you have ever been told. Take action today, choose your seed, commit to 30 days, and start building the cancer-fighting defense system that could literally save your life. Your future self will thank you for the decision you